The Thunder have earned a reputation around professional sports for its first-class approach, for an environment curated for player development, producing optimal conditions for talent to thrive. But there has always been a program behind the program, one part test laboratory and one part talent pipeline that shows up both on and off the court. Did you know almost 6,000 minutes have been played by Thunder players this season that were at one point were in the G League? And most of them coming directly from the one-to-one connection with the Oklahoma City Blue. When the Thunder moved to OKC, they also purchased a D-League team. That's what it used to be called, named the Tulsa 66ers. Only the third team in the entire NBA to outright own their affiliate, taking the unprecedented approach of taking full control of the team's business and basketball operations. They became the Blue in 2014 when the team moved to OKC, putting the entire program within arm's reach of each other. And the building they moved into was the original Thunder practice facility, a symbol of hard work and a place that has its own story to tell.
I love this building. It's got great soul. I think part of it is because you know the team started here, which is pretty cool. There's just a great history here. Obviously, a lot of players have passed through here. But I love being here. It's great acoustics. It's very tight.
Coach Marks often said that he feels like that building's kind of got a soul to it. Do you feel that when you've gone back to that building?
Yeah,
Is there something special about it?
You do. It's got to be, I keep saying it's got to be something with the lights. Every time you go in there, the lights is a little dark, but it just shows the history of that building.
In 2008, the current Blue Ion was just an old roller skating rink before the Thunder quickly renovated it on the fly for the new team to practice in.
It's kind of looked at like a museum. It's like, you know, a really big and historical place. I mean, I remember my rookie year, I think we had our training camp at the G League facility, and the whole just environment, and you know, you could kind of feel where the Thunder started and where they are, you know, obviously today.
It's where the story of the Thunder started, where an identity of hard work and development was forged in blood and sweat. And for this current team to start the climb of a second mountain, they went back to where the first one began. It was right at the beginning of the rebuild, and the idea was to get back to the literal roots, educating the players on the history of the organization, with no better place to do it than at the original facility where sweat equity is soaked into the hardwood floors.
There used to be a stereotype about being sent down to the G League, then the D League, and that's sort of shifted out. Have you kind of seen that sort of thing where people have really embraced sort of the developmental aspect of the G League?
Yeah, I mean, coming in, you know, I never saw it as, you know, even a demotion or anything. I definitely think that was kind of the view on it early on, you know, before I got in the NBA. I looked at it as though, you know, it was an opportunity for me to kind of transition and learn and get better and, you know, just kind of prepare myself for the type of player I needed to be able to play in the NBA. You know, the organization does a really good job just kind of using the G League as an opportunity to give guys that chance to grow.
It's part of the journey, you know. I mean, it's a tough one. It's never easy when you go there, but you know, it's for the best. The staff is so connected, and even the players. Every time in the off season, we all together, we work out together and stuff like that. Whenever I get a chance to go see them play again, you know, I always do that. And sometimes I go over there to work out in the off season. So it's kind of a brotherhood. You know, we always stay connected, which you know, it's part of the organization.
The G League is a humbling experience. You are flying commercial. People are in the airport are asking you what team you play for. You're in the Marriott and not the Ritz-Carlton. You're playing in front of hundreds of people instead of thousands. Not, you know, you're on YouTube. You know, your like grandmother and your parents are the only people watching. You got to really love it, and you got to really be committed to it. I loved that part of it because it strips away all the noise, and it's about as pure of an environment as you can get. The players that can embrace their game, their teammates, the game in that environment, it says something about them, and they carry that with them. These guys come from humble beginnings, and They have ascended to different levels since then, but they have not changed. And I think their experience in the G League is a powerful part of that.
Just want to get your reaction. What are your thoughts when you look at this picture?
I've seen this before. You know, he's telling me what we should be doing, which, you know, things don't change very much.
Does that still happen?
All the time, yeah, all the time.
With the blue, do you have any recollection of, because he framed it a certain way, I wonder what you remember.
Yeah, I can't remember. He told me something about it. Like, I think I was playing pretty well and doing stuff, and then I think I turned my...
We're proud that the foundation of a great career started here, and it's very cool that it's here again. One of my core memories from him in this gym was his tryout.
I'm just gonna, you know, give my all. I mean, that's how I play basketball. I play it all out.
We brought him in, and the whole purpose of the workout was to work him out and to get around him and to spend some time with him. We bust these other players in from, I think, Tulsa, and in classic Alex Caruso fashion, the whole workout was for him, but there's 5 other guys there. And he quickly figured out that they didn't really know what was going on to the level that he did, and he was like coaching the workout. He elevated this workout of players that were really there just to give him some guys to go against. He like raised the level of the other 5 guys, and he hasn't stopped doing that in his professional basketball career. He did that with us with the Blue. He's done that with every team he's played for, and he's doing it again with the Thunder.
When Alex Caruso went through that workout with the Oklahoma City Blue in 2016, it was already an elite program in the G League, with plenty of examples of the success a commitment to development can yield.
What was it like then, and kind of what's your perspective of it now?
Yeah, it was a great starting block for me to just learn professional basketball. Mark and DA were obviously with me along with a couple other guys. Seeing them, you know, like the whole organization and program is like, it's about improvement and it's about personal development as well as team-oriented goals of winning. And I think they do a great job of blending all that together. Obviously, they have tremendous success year in, year out, helping talent develop, and the staff members as well. So top to bottom, it's really well run.
Players like Caruso and Lou Dort and Aaron Wiggins and on, and coaches like Mark Daignault are the shining examples of what the commitment to the Blue can yield. What might be hard to see for some is an opportunity for discovery.
It's cool just to have that success story, but you know, I think the thing that's probably the most beneficial, at least for me, is just like the same things that I had to do with the Blue to get out of the G League into the NBA, the same things I had to do once I got to the league to like solidify myself. I learned all that through the mental fortitude of playing in the G League and developing and trying to get better and looking for self-improvement. And you know, I think that's the biggest thing that people take away from it is like, you're not gonna be your best self every day, but if you can get a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better, like year after year, it shows up. And you know, me being able to showcase that that's attainable through the G League is really cool.
But it's also the organic lifeblood for so many other staff. Around half of the Thunder staff have a touch point with the Blue. A great example is Cam Woods, who was a player for the Blue from 2015 to 2017, then joined the Blue as an assistant coach in 2018, was an assistant for the Thunder after that, and in 2022 took over as the Blues head coach.
Nice go. Got to start with a hit or a hook. Last one. Got to start with a hit or a hook.
For so many players, it's a direct avenue to growth, to getting playing time, to discovering new skills, to trying new things, to sharpening pre-existing tools. And it's that connection between Thunder and Blue that drives it, with an intentional alignment and consistency spanning across both programs.
I think just the proximity is really amazing. You know, every home game, I'm seeing Sam, Mark, you know, anybody you could think of from top to bottom there supporting. But also, you know that those games matter. A lot of times, guys go in the G League and they may mess around, may just play out of character, do all these things, but you know you're down there for a mission to get better and just continue to develop so when that opportunity does come, you're ready to play with the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. The fact that the Blue and the Thunder work hand in hand together really just helps you to kind of, you know, build on what they work on. So being able to go down there and get reps, kind of find your rhythm.
Brandon Carlson. The floor, and there's Jalen Williams on cue, and how about that? He spins up. Yeah, it's great, honestly. For me, coming into the NBA, I didn't shoot great in college. I don't know what I shot, maybe like 20-something%. Then I went to the G League and I got my confidence, I got my rhythm. I started shooting really good.
Jalen Williams for three out top, no hesitation.
To where I was confident to when I came up to the NBA level, I was confident to shoot those shots, confident to shoot the three. The coach had confidence in me to shoot those threes.
Fresh into the game, he's got his second boom of the night.
It's a lot of value. It's an incredible experience. Go down there and work out with those guys, and they breed the same things. You know, they're a tight-knit team, and you know they're really focused on getting better each day. It's all about growing and learning, and trying to be a sponge in every situation.
It's nothing like getting those game reps, and you know, to be able to simulate it as much as we can from a perspective of that is really important for a young player. You know, the Blue is trying to accomplish a lot of the same things that the Thunder's trying to accomplish. So as a whole organization, you're doing things that you know the organization is trying to succeed at.
Jang, end of shot clock. Everything going in the Blues' favor.
As the OKC Blue are the 2024 NBA G League champions.
It meant a lot, the championship with the G League. I feel like it was like a really good experience for me. I saw the importance of every play matters. Just trying to do the right thing on every play, on defense or offense, that helped me a lot.
And as the Blue continues to evolve, it's all about those same roots and standards, along with new ideas to push it forward. And more than anything, the hard work that is always the foundation for the entire Thunder organization.
The success of the organization doesn't start and stop with the players. It's so much support. Here, it's literally like, what can we do to help you improve? Like, what can we do to make your life easier so you can play at the highest level you need to try and win games? The people are really what makes it. And a lot of that starts with the Blue.